Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Alpha. Today's going to be a bit of a chill episode because we've got a storage to fix, and yeah, other than that oh, it's getting dark. What a timing. Yeah, other than that, I am not really planning on doing anything else this episode. I really want to get this storage thing done. So that's going to take a lot of stone gathering and a lot of building. So no adventures this episode, only chilling. So yeah, welcome back. How have you guys been? I've been pretty good. I think I've said this in like the last 10 episodes that I've uploaded, but I am almost going back to Japan for the holidays. Or summer holidays, I should say. I think holidays in English kind of implies Christmas. But I mean like the summer break. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And I have been working my ass off to get as many videos ready as possible. Before I leave, I have a note right next to me, which has 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 videos on it, including this one. So there will be at least 5 videos uploaded to the channel while I'm gone. I'm going to try to record a couple more just so that I have a nice backlog to upload. But yeah, I don't know. I just want you guys to have some content while I'm gone, because I think I'll be gone for like a couple weeks, at least 3 weeks. So it would be a shame if you had to miss out on all of these amazing Minecraft series while I'm gone. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to prevent that. What do we actually need? I think I'm just going to make the outline out of half slabs, which means that we're going to need a hell of a lot of stone. I guess in that case we might as well do something productive while we're mining stone, like making a tunnel or something. That I didn't do that on purpose. Hold on. Need to get my stuff together. We need more sticks. More. Okay. I think we need another pickaxe. Maybe a shovel. A shovel would be good. Yeah. Because I don't like dirt. Anything else? Yes, torches. Torches. We need torches, or else Method is going to get angry. I think maybe it would be fun if we would make a tunnel that goes through the mountain. That way we can reach the other side of the mountain. I don't really know what's there, but I think it would just be fun. So let's do that. Are we playing on hard? Yes, we are. I don't see any mobs around. They must be late for work. Okay, what do you guys say? Should the tunnel be on ground level or... Nah, I think it should be higher. I didn't bring an axe with me. Goes to show that you always need to bring all the tools wherever you go. Even if you think you're not gonna need them. You're probably gonna need them. Only for this tree anyway, though. Let's see. It doesn't need to be exactly in the middle. Maybe I should use this as an opportunity to not be so... I don't want to say OCD, because I feel like that's weird for people who actually have OCD. So I'm trying to quit saying that. I feel like I should be less perfectionistic. Is that even a word? Perfectionism is a word. I don't know if perfectionistic is a word. Anyway, doesn't matter. Time for the tunnel. How wide should it be? I think at least 5. I'm thinking if we make a minecart, it needs to be able to go in the middle. Unless you make it 2 tracks. Then it wouldn't matter. But I don't really see why you would do that. Let's make it 5 wide for now and 3 high. Let's start nice and simple. So yeah, how have you guys been doing? I just already asked that, but I still want to know. I often feel like I use the term "How are you guys doing?" only to then describe how I am doing. I feel like if you would put a YouTuber in an actual conversation, everybody would hate them because they are so self-absorbed. But in my defense, nobody is really talking back right now, so hey, I can't really help it. But yeah, I've been doing well. School or uni, I should say, because otherwise people will say you should say uni, not school. Is going pretty well. I am rounding off, rounding off, that's not a word. I'm finishing off the year, the academic year, and I've done well. I passed all my subjects. I have one more subject that I need to pass, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass that one. And then it's going to be summertime. Hell yes. I'm really looking forward to summertime. I think I want to actually enter the summer a bit more intentionally this year. I feel like when it's not summer, I don't know if you guys have the same thing, but I always make all of these plans in my head. I'm always thinking like, oh, when it's summer, I'm gonna go to the beach and I'm gonna invite all of my friends and we're all gonna be so happy. And then when it's actually summer, it's really hard to actually get people to join your plans, and people still gotta work, or I don't know. It's just never like how you imagined. So maybe I'm going to sit down and write down in a little notebook what I actually want to do this summer, and then make very intentional plans about how to go about it. For instance, when spring came around, I gotta turn down the volume a little bit. It's super loud for me. I know it's not as loud for you guys. I love the music though. This is such a good one. So when spring came around, I created a group on WhatsApp called the Frisbee group. And it's just a bunch of people that I like hanging out with. And we bought a Frisbee. And now every time the weather is nice, somebody in the group can say, hey, does anybody want to go for a Frisbee? And there's almost always somebody that wants to go. So that's a really good initiative, I think. And I think I want to do more stuff like that. I've also noticed that I think that I want to do more stuff off screen. Especially lately, I've noticed that so much of my life is digital. And although I'm a... Whoa, what's happening? That's such a weird glitch. Although I am a big fan of computers and the internet, I don't feel like it's that healthy to spend most of your life on a screen. So I've been trying to think about like hobbies that I could pick up that don't require me to look at a screen, because currently my hobbies are making music, and recently I've started learning Blender. And I really love doing that, but it's just, you know, when you've done a lot of work on your screen and then your hobby is also on a screen, your entire life is on a screen, and I don't know. I feel like I want to do something with my hands, you know? I've been thinking about... There's a lot of spare cardboard at my work, and I've been thinking about bringing it home and trying to make like... I don't know what the English word is. In Dutch it's called maquette. Maybe it's the same in French. Don't ask me why, we have a lot of French words in our language. But like a miniature model of a city, I think I would like to make that from cardboard. Just like cutting them out, making 3D shapes with the cardboard, and then maybe printing like actual photos on top of them as texturing, almost like a real life Blender. I think that would be cool. Let's put the stone in here for now. It's a lot of stone already, by the way. We're doing well. I wonder, would it look... We need another pickaxe for that. I hope we're not gonna run out of iron that soon. Is there any more here? No. By the way, I feel like this version of the song is also different than newer versions. I feel like they removed that string layer later on. Anyway, maybe I'm completely wrong. What was I saying? Oh yeah, kind of like a real life Blender. I feel like that would be cool. Let's see. Wood cobblestone makes sense in this building. Oh. 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 Okay. Now we're cooking. I felt like I never felt more like a white person as when I just said, "Oh, now we're cooking." It just felt like that sounded so lame. So now the question is: do we want one layer of cobble, or do we want? Or I mean, do we want it fully cobble, or do we want a layer of cobble and then a layer of half slabs? Because I feel like that might also be cool. I'm glad to be back in this world, guys. I've just spent so much time recording the beta Let's Play. And the beta Let's Play is so much fun. If you haven't watched it already, what do we think? Nah. No way. No way, yo say. What's that? I like this. I feel like I would build something with this exact block palette like 8 years ago. So let's just go for it. Yeah, I really like this. But should we change all the walls though? Yeah, we should. We should. Even though it's gonna waste so many half slabs. Oh god. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, the beta series. So I have been doing a Minecraft beta series. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Because it's not just vanilla beta, but it's a beta version with a bunch of dimension mods. So it adds a lot of stuff to the nether. It adds the Aether, which is like an anti-nether. So it's kind of like a heaven-based divine kind of world. With a bunch of like new items and mobs and bosses. Really cool. The Twilight Forest, which is kind of like this magical forest world, which is also really cool. My phone keeps vibrating. I need to get this out of my pocket. Let's see. Yes. Get out of here. I get very distracted by that. This is looking good. Maybe I want like an edge in the floor. Like oh, we do have an axe. Like this. But yeah, even though I really enjoyed doing that series, it is also not as chill as this one, I feel. Because it's just like a lot more adventure. And it took a while for us to find like the items that we needed. And I feel like there's kind of some pressure behind that one, because in this series I know you all are here for the chill vibes and just for listening to me ramble on, while most of you are also like playing Minecraft or just doing your own thing. But for the beta series, I feel like people are actually watching that more, because there's a lot more happening on screen. And therefore I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I can't get away with it being boring. Whereas here I feel like a big part of this series is kind of that it is a little bit boring, and that's nice. That's what we all enjoy. We want to be a little bored and be laid back and chill. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. If any of you is watching this series and the beta series, I'm very curious to hear your thoughts. Am I completely wrong, or am I completely right? Let me know. This is going well. This is going very well. And you know what? I didn't even mind digging the tunnel so much. I thought it was quite relaxing. And that also gives us an opportunity to actually do something with like the path to the tunnel. Maybe we can make a nice garden over there or something. There's a cool waterfall. I might want to do something with that. I also wonder if there's a sea nearby. I haven't seen one, and I feel like that's weird. But maybe that's old alpha for you, but I feel like it's quite common to spawn on a beach near the sea, and this world has been pretty land inward so far. Oh wait, this is a mistake. These are supposed to be windows. Yeah, I think this is nice. Do we want all of these to have windows, or do we want it to be a bit more like this? Maybe this is a bit more cozy. Yeah, this is nice. All right. Progress, progress. Do we need? We need glass. We need glass. Or hear me out. Or do we want half slabs here? Do you have half slab? No. We need to make a couple. It is always such a fun, but I think also frustrating process to watch me build, because I am very peculiar about how I want my builds to end up, even though I'm not like a master builder in any way, shape, or form. I still really care a lot about how my buildings look. But the thing is, I wonder how this looks in... Ah, alright. Is this just going to black out? I don't trust this yet. Because I have a feeling that if I might use half slabs as windows, it could look like this. Oh, it looks fine. Okay. Now this is an interesting shape, I think. So what if we were to close this off like this? I'm not sure, because oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. You know what? We'll think about it a little bit. We don't have to make all the decisions today. What we do need to do today is get some glass. So let's get some. I wonder if we're going to be able to finish this in one episode. And if not, would you guys mind? Do you guys mind me doing a build over like 3 different episodes? I wonder. Because I feel like that's a really long time, and maybe now that we have the comment signboard thingy, maybe now a lot of you are waiting for your builds to be built. So I don't know. Let me know. Should I spend a bunch of time on the storage unit, or should I just make it functional and then continue with the rest? I wonder what you guys prefer. So yeah, I've been learning Blender recently. I think this is the 3rd time I started learning it. I keep coming back, which says something about it. So mainly I make music, right? Which is not a very visual art form, as someone might argue. But I feel like I'm a pretty visual person. I do graphic design a lot. I kind of learned that on accident just by having to use it over the years. I think like I have done chores in Photoshop over like the past 10 years now, and now I'm just so comfortable with the program that I can pretty much do anything with it. So I feel, but I never really felt like a visual artist, you know. I'm not very good at drawing or anything like that. And so I think I would like to learn that a bit more, like the actual artistic side of visual stuff. So I decided to learn Blender. I saw some really cool visuals the other day, and I was like, yeah, that's it. That's what I need to learn. So far, it's been going well. I'm watching the tutorial series by Andrew Price. I think if any of you have learned Blender, you know who this is. He made the donuts tutorial, the very famous donut tutorial. And I'm following that one right now. I've actually already followed it at one point, but I'm now following it again. Just to like refresh my skills a little bit and remember the controls. But yeah, I wonder how I should approach it this time, because I feel like I like characters a lot. Maybe I want to get good at doing characters in Blender, but I also just like making models. I think it would be cool to like make a gun for a shooter game or something, or I don't know, like a table that would show up in a game somewhere. I think I'd like to connect those two. Although I'm not a game developer, maybe I could help someone out with their game by making some assets. I see that there's this game jam every year by what's he called again? Game Developers Toolkit. Really cool YouTube channel about the like process of making video games. And every year they do this game dev jam where people get together and they work on a project for like a week and then you ship it. And I think that's really cool. I feel like I would learn a lot from that, and I would like to contribute. And I feel like being a 3D artist would give you the power to do that. It would definitely be useful to a lot of people, I think. Okay, so we've got the main floor. Now I wonder, what should we do with it? Maybe it would be cool to have like a staircase like here in the middle. Normally I wouldn't really do that, but I don't know, I feel like that would be fun. Like maybe the staircase could go up and then there's like a... Alright, I feel like I gotta put a little more effort into this. How about... Okay, so... Chest. Chest. Like everything is one chest. Would that be fun? So that would also mean chest here. Chest here. I'm just gonna play some planks just to see how it would look like. Okay. I like this. Although I do feel like it's a bit awkward with like these gaps. Is it? I mean, not really. It looks fine actually. I can fill this up. Yeah, no, this looks pretty cool. Maybe we should expand this a little. Let's see, if we were to add another row of chests, it would look like this. That's awkward. We need more half slabs already. We are burning through half slabs. If we were to move this forward, would it be too tight, you think? I think it would be. I think it would divide the space up into like a really awkward vibe. Although I do like the idea of having a staircase in the middle, I think. Maybe we can make it like a spiral staircase-ish idea. Let's remove this for now. And then we'll go like this. Another chest here. Okay. It's also pretty cool to just have it be an open space, but I fear that it's just not as space efficient. You know what I'm saying? And do we want to have 2 stories on here? I'm not sure about that yet. Let's check on the glass. Need to play some glass and really think about what's happening here. I really like that it's shaping up though. Okay. I like this. Hell yeah. I'm gonna do something that... No, actually. Let's fill these up first. I was gonna say I'm gonna do something that's probably gonna look very cursed, but also nostalgic, which is like making this all out of glass and then adding a door in the middle. That might be cool. Let's see, maybe we can just make the bottom part out of cobblestone. Just like this. And then we go like this. Looks a bit dumb. How about planks for the front door? Maybe that's a bit cooler. Because I'm kind of missing like some variation in the front part of the store. Now it just feels out of place. How about just cobblestone? Maybe. So something like this. Better, but still a little bit awkward, I feel like. I don't know, it just looks weird to me. Maybe it's the lack of this thing over here. Like I feel like adding back some logs here would kind of balance it out. See? It's a lot better. But now this obviously is a bit weird. Maybe we can just change this up a little bit. How about we also just make this half slab like 2 wide. 2 blocks wide. Not too wide as in way too wide. So let's create a bunch of these. By the way, it looks like I don't have the click and drag issue in this version that I always have in the beta Let's Play, so it might not be my mouse after all. It might just be that old Minecraft is superior to new Minecraft. Okay. How does this look for a storefront? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I still feel like it's out of balance. How about we do this? And then okay. Then we do this. And then we need to add a block of glass. But I feel like this makes more sense. Although I really don't like the cobblestone here. Also, do we want some planks in the sides of the building? I wonder if that would look nice. Like maybe here. On the bottom. That would be pretty cool, I think. I was a bit afraid it would conflict with the floor, but don't think it will. I feel like this looks more like a supermarket. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. If you guys are wondering why I removed the entire pillar when I only delete 1 block. Hello, zombie. You're the first zombie in the episode. It's because... Oh, I can't hear anything. Okay. It's because in this version you cannot place a... you cannot make a double slab block when there's already a block on top of it. So first you gotta remove everything that's on top of it and then place the entire thing again. It's a bit annoying, but hey, that's the charm of old Minecraft. Okay, we are going to need a sword. Because I am not dealing with any of these idiots. Iron? There you go. I feel like we're going to need another caving episode soon. Because we are slowly running out of iron. Haha, burn. You scoundrel. Scroungle? I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean. Okay. So then wood here. Wood here. Maybe we just remove the cobblestone entirely here. I like the palette of using wood. I think it's cool. It looks a bit weird now, I feel like, with the sides, but let's try one more thing. Oh, we need an axe. I wonder how many times I've already walked back and forth to the house just to get new tools. Alright, iron. I'm surprised actually by how much building we've done this episode. I felt like this episode the majority of it would have been mining instead of building, but we're doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. How about we do the wood thing in the middle? I don't know. Difficult. Lemon difficult. Let's do this one as well. Because I feel like when you put the line in the middle, it looks a bit more like the cobblestone is dominant, and I think I like that. I like that vibe. I think that the part where it gets weird is here with the glass, because it kind of breaks the pattern. Although, I gotta say, I think this looks good. Yeah, let's go with this. I like this. Let's do the same here. And I wonder, should we make 2 stories or should we just keep it 1 story? Because I feel like we already have so much space now. But I kind of said that I would make this one 2 stories high. Maybe we can do something with the second story though that isn't necessarily storage. So if you have any ideas of what to do with the second storage, please let me know. Maybe we can make a small indoor farm. I don't know. Sorry, I burped there. That wasn't very nice. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. I'm glad we decided to go for this pattern. Now, how much wood do we have? Don't have a lot. Do we also not have any in here? No. Okay. Then let's wait with making the chests just for now. And maybe let's decide on the staircase. That's what we needed to do. Also, can we... Do I have a workbench? Yeah. I should just place that down instead of walking all the way back every single time. Okay. Where should the staircase be? In the middle? Would that be cool? So, like... here? I feel like that's a weird thing to do, which makes it a little bit fun. So that would mean that the rest of the chests would go here. I will replace those planks. These are like chest placeholders, just so I can see what it would look like. Okay. Let's make some stairs. There you go. Is this enough? I don't know how we're going to deal with the weird staircase bug. Actually, you shouldn't go there. Maybe we should just play some dirt first. Oh, actually, this is fine. Okay, that works. It's kind of weird how the stairs work in this version, but we're making it work. One more. Okay. I mean, this works. I should go one further though. So like this. Because this would be the second floor then, right? The staircase looks so steep. Is it just me or does it look very steep? I don't know why it's doing that. Am I just crazy, or I feel like it shouldn't be steeper because that goes against the rules of the Minecraft universe. So the Minecraft laws of physics. Okay, let's maybe do this. Yeah, that's about it. We're getting there, guys. Slowly but steadily. I feel like we're on to something. And if we don't make a second floor, at least we'll have access to the roof, which is also quite fun. And I feel like the way the storage is right now is kind of fun as well. It's like you have to go around it. It's not like this big open space because there's a gigantic staircase in the middle. Say what you will about that. But hey, we're getting somewhere. Okay, now I feel like it is time to work on the roof a little, or at least like the first floor. So we're going to need some more stone for that. Let me take a sip of my water, because I've been talking for such a long time. I see that we're already nearing 40 minutes. This might be the first episode that's longer than an hour. Or maybe one of the very first beta episodes that I did could also have been longer than an hour. I don't know, I just don't feel like stopping yet. And I feel like I want to make as much progress on the storage thing as I can in this episode, so that at least there's like a finished building. With at least one story. That would be cool. And I'd rather have two. But hey, you can't have everything, right? I also wonder if you guys would like to see more Minecraft Classic content. I really enjoyed going on the Classic server the other day. And I've been feeling like hopping on there and just building some stuff. Maybe like an airplane or anything. It was just a bit difficult to build because the world is already so densely populated with buildings. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but definitely check it out if you haven't checked out any Minecraft Classic videos, because I feel like Minecraft Classic is such an interesting version. But the server that I was on was like filled to the brim with buildings and cover arts and just anything you can think of. It was really cool, but it also made it very hard to just find an empty spot to build something slightly bigger, like an airplane or something, which is what I used to do a lot when I was just playing Minecraft Classic as a kid. Would hop on these like online servers, and then I would just make something, like a plane or something, just for the sake of it, just to pass the time, I guess, because you're always fighting boredom as a kid. But yeah, that was fun. It also kind of unlocked a memory for me that I had this friend who also wanted to play on the server. But back then, we didn't really have Skype or anything. Mind you, I was in primary school at this point, and maybe there probably already was like online chat rooms, but we were just kids. Like we were probably too dumb to figure it out. So I went over to my friend's house and I was like, "Hey, you gotta play on this Minecraft server because that way we can play it together." And he was like, "Oh, sure. How do I get on it?" And I was like, well, I can't send you the link because we don't have phones yet." So I wrote down the entire URL, which was really long, on a piece of paper, went over to his house, and then entered that URL into his web browser and saved it as a favorite so that we could play on the same server. And every time we wanted to play together, we had to like call each other on the actual like landline and be like, "Hey, I want to play some Minecraft," which is such a that I don't want to believe that that's actually how things were back then, because I feel like that it's such a it just sounds so dumb. Like, was there really no other way except for calling your friends on landline? I don't believe it. Maybe it was... Oh, actually, I have an explanation for this. Maybe I'm thinking back about this with the modern mindset of like always having your phone on you and therefore always reading messages. But maybe back then it wouldn't make sense to send somebody a message because they weren't always online. Like if I think about MSN, I would only be online at like very specific times when no one else was on a computer and I could use it freely. So if somebody sent me a message on MSN, I wouldn't see it until the next day, and I don't think anybody actually did that. I feel like with stuff like MSN, it only showed you all the people that were online, and you wouldn't really message anyone that was not online at the moment. So yeah, that was interesting. Looks like the recording stopped there for a second, but as I was saying, I don't really feel like you would message anybody on stuff like MSN that wasn't online, or who wasn't online. It just didn't make a lot of sense back then. I also don't know like what you would say, but yeah, now it's quite the opposite, isn't it? When you're texting somebody on WhatsApp, you're almost exclusively texting them when they're not there. And it feels very weird nowadays to talk to somebody on WhatsApp like in real time, or like on iMessage or whatever you're using, right? Maybe on Discord, like people still actually message each other in real time, but yeah, I feel like with texting, that doesn't make a lot of sense. And I feel like texting definitely took over the place of something like MSN. Anyway, let's work on the store front a little bit. So I was thinking we could do a similar roof as there, for the first floor, obviously. And then we'll iterate as we go with the second floor. But I want to see how this looks. Let's see. I have a feeling like that you can't really go wrong with this. Like this just always looks good in my head. Yeah, see, already looking good, but it just kind of looks like another house now. So we definitely need to make a second story, I feel like. Let's just make a front. Let's use some dirt so we can get over here pretty easily. Like, what if we... What does the wall look right now? So cobblestone, wood, cobblestone. So that would be cobblestone, wood, cobblestone. How's that look? Ow. Oh, we forgot the we forgot the half slaps. I was already gonna say like, I feel like something is missing. It looks cool. I'm still not sure about the wood. Maybe we should have just gone for fully cobblestone in the end. We'll see. We'll see. Let's fix it first. So this needs to be half slabs. And then, how big is this? I can't really see. So okay, so the next half slab is here. I feel like me talking during building is so incomprehensible. I'm just saying words. I'm not really like saying anything, but at the same time I'm saying a lot. I'm talking a lot, but I'm not saying anything. Alright, then how about this side? We also extend this. Like this. What's that? Okay, so there was another pole here. Okay. Wait a minute. These are not equal. Oh. Because there's something missing here. I'm really curious how this looks. Oh wow, the timing with the music. This looks cool. I think I might want some more glass in there eventually. But you know what? I think it looks fine for now. What if we remove the wood? Yes, I definitely like it more without the wood. Now I'm sure. Oh my god. Please, please. Okay. Hey, there's an egg in there. Good job. Yeah, it is definitely better without the wood. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it again. Oh gosh. Oh! What the? What was that? You didn't even hear the creeper? Because like, I guess I was like about to click for the attack, but then I clicked on respawn. Oh god, I don't hope the creeper blew up everything. Oh god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Can we take this? Oh well, you know, that's what you get for playing Minecraft on hard mode. It's part of the game. Some more stuff over here. We shouldn't forget this. I thought there was an item up there for a second. Anyway. I'm so baffled by how fast I clicked on respawn there. Literally didn't even hear the sound of the death. I was way too busy respawning. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like the cobblestone. I feel like I never make a lot of stuff out of cobblestone, and it instantly just makes stuff feel like alpha. I don't know, maybe because people were making castles out of cobblestone. Oh, that's actually a thing that I haven't seen yet in the comments, like somebody suggesting a castle. I was kind of hoping somebody would suggest that, because I kind of want to give that a go. So, if you need inspiration for a comment, it might be a good time to suggest building a castle. But that being said, I really do love that you guys are leaving so many suggestions and comments. Yeah, it really makes my day to read all of them. Ah, you again. This is not happening again. Oh, jeez, I guess it is happening again. Yeah, it really makes my day to read the comments, and especially now that people are leaving like build suggestions, it for the first time it really feels like people are actually like interacting with this series, if that makes sense. The communication doesn't feel as one way as it did, because there's actually some input from people, which is really cool. I think that was like the main thing I wanted to achieve with YouTube, just like growing a tiny community, so that playing games is not as much of like a solo experience anymore. And I feel like we've reached that goal. Now it's just a matter of maintaining this community. So Creeper, you're not helping with maintaining this community right now, but you can by interacting with these videos and letting me know your suggestions and your ideas, because I'm always open to them, and I would love to hear them. Okay. We can't reach that. But I also feel like I'm gonna do some different videos after I get back. I will keep doing Minecraft, obviously, but I also read a lot, and I feel like I want to do some like book reviews, or maybe not really reviews, but just stuff that I've learned from books. Because now I talk a lot about them in my Minecraft videos, which is also nice, you know. But feel like there would be some people that are missing out on that sort of content right now because they're not necessarily into gaming. So maybe for those people, I would like to make some like more book-centered videos. And I would also like to play more games. I'm a big Halo fan, so I might want to do some videos on Halo. And I forgot the name, but I get a lot of game trailers on my YouTube recommended for some reason, and I found one today that was a university project of like a game development university thing, and they made a point and click adventure that's like 2 hours long, and it's really good apparently. It has a very cool art style and some very cool mechanics, and it looks pretty old school. So I don't know, I love point and click. I think point and click was like the first kind of video games I really played, and I love The Walking Dead, even though that's not really point and click. It kind of is. But yeah, I love me a good story, and I love me like an interesting world, and it looked like this game had both. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for this episode. We've already come pretty far. I'm pretty proud of how this is looking right now. We are definitely going to continue very soon, and then I hope to finish this entire project in the next episode. It has taken a bit longer than I expected, but you know what? That's good, because I feel like we're practicing to really make something big, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. This is Jade signing out, and I'll see you in the next episode.